Welcome back to Bloomington, a city of just under 80,000 and the latest stop on our Innovate Indiana series. Now here in Bloomington, the buzz is all about football. The Hoosiers, once cellar dwellers, are now one of the top-ranked teams in the country. In fact, the number 2 team in the country after last week's homecoming victory over Michigan State and heading into this weekend's clash against a suddenly red-hot UCLA team at Memorial Stadium. I caught up with IU President Pam Whitten to talk about the impact of IU's gridiron success.
Down the middle, Mendoza's right on the mark.
Also talk about the university's position as a leader in research and what's next.
You pick up any publication in America, from Wall Street Journal, we were in twice last week, right, to the New York Times, to every publication in the state of Indiana, everything across the country and really across the world. And you will read about Indiana University every single day because of football that's here. But most importantly, you'll read about the wonderful story, right, the meteoric rise of IU and where it's going. And that's a wonderful opportunity, not only for our university, but for our state.
Finds his man, reaching for the end zone for the touchdown.
Whitten calls IU's football success a metaphor for the school's success and massive investment in an innovation-based economy in the state. This week, IU broke ground on IU Lab, a $178 million center for bioscience education, research, and startup incubation at Indy's 16 Tech Innovation District.
It's a facility, although we're already working, we're not waiting till the building is done, that is everything from students in play to get degrees in biomedical engineering, to students and faculty and others who have concepts that will be brought to actual commercialization. It is to make Indianapolis, Indiana, the center of the universe in this country for all things development related to bioscience.
I also caught up with IU Athletic Director Scott Dolson, just back from Big Ten meetings in Chicago, to talk about the economics of IU's football success and why it was important to lock down Coach Curt Cignetti with a $92 million contract, and what's next for the Big Ten after a blockbuster deal.
I think there's no question as jobs open up, like the job that you had mentioned at Penn State or just around the country, in particular with all the noise that gets created around there, we felt like, in addition to showing that commitment to Coach Sig and the program, we felt like we didn't want that to be, all that noise to be a distraction to what is really a tremendous season that we're working on.
As for the impact of IU's breakout season,
for the next 4 games, we're going to sell out. But then to see all of our numbers, as you mentioned, our concessions sales are doubled from where they are 2 years ago. Our overall income just around football is more than doubled. And just looking at that, and then you look at the impact just around the campus. You look at admissions applications, and you look at the community as I see local restaurants and businesses around the community. I know they're feeling, sometimes I'll see someone and they'll say, hey, thanks for getting football going, because it really does bleed around the whole community.
Businesses like the Village Deli along iconic Kirkwood Avenue, especially feeling the impact of IU football.
We have a lot of alumni who are coming back to Bloomington from this past weekend, Colorado, Texas, California, New York, where they're excited to come to Bloomington. They know that the team is going to put on a great show, and they're hoping for a win, which they haven't disappointed yet this year.
Just a few blocks away at the Graduate Hotel, a sellout for all 149 rooms for every home game this season.
I mean, what Cignetti and that team has brought over here to Bloomington is incredible. So it's good for all the businesses around here. This is the first year that we've actually had our liquor license, so we've been able to do tailgates up here on the terrace.
Certainly the changing face of collegiate athletics, name, image, likeness, the role of agents in college sports, all could be leading to why sports law is gaining traction in the legal world. And this week's IBJ Mickey Shuey takes a deep dive into the trend and how it could be shaping the next phase of college and professional sports.